I'm back. This is another DIY Halloween embellishment video using up scraps. So my little scrappy pile on this side is getting quite small and I'm running out of pattern paper, so I thought it was time to do something that I like to do pretty much for every holiday, and that is stamps. So I just die cut some little stitched squares and some postage stamps in 2 different sizes, and I thought maybe I could use some of my new stamps from this little stamp set. And I know some of these aren't going to fit, but I thought, haven't used it yet, might as well. And what inspired me was looking at this little crow and just kind of seeing the potential. So the plan is to do some distressing and some stamping and see where that gets us. So like I did in my last video, I'm just going to set these up almost in a little bit of an assembly line. And I'm going to go grab my distress ink and I'll be right back. Okay, all my stamping is done. Just washed my hands because I have ink everywhere. Looks like I still have ink everywhere. So I grabbed black soot and walnut stain, and I'm just going to grunge these up a little bit. So I have another idea for some embellishments, but I'm going to have to dig into my scraps and I may have to break out some more Halloween paper, so stay tuned. We'll call that DIY Halloween Embellishments Part 3. And as you can see, this tray is getting quite full. I'll probably package these up and give them to a buddy as we get closer to Halloween. All right, we are all grunged up. So the next thing is layering. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. I'm just going to use what I have on my table, which, as you can see, is just cereal box chipboard. And I'm going to cut these down into small little squares and I'll be back. So I'm going to start with the smaller ones. And these little 1 inch by 1 inch squares are going to fit great on the back. You could, of course, use foam dots or foam squares for this, but I don't have any. Or foam tape. I just like being able to use things that are recyclable when I can. And the fact that this chipboard was already on my table, I took it as a sign. Probably should have cut some bigger squares, I guess. All right, so now that I've got these little guys, it's kind of a question of matching up what goes where. Now, for some of these, I may have to break out my heat gun, or my, sorry, not my heat gun, my hot glue gun. But I'm going to try this first. I know glitter cardstock can be quite fussy. So we shall see. The small ones are done. Let's just give them a minute to dry and see if I should cut bigger squares for these. And I think I should. So the little squares are glued in on the back, and I'm realizing that I didn't cut enough of these. This is a great way to use up cereal box or any kind of like packaging that you get. I really like this one. Looks like I need a few more stamp shapes cut. I have this corrugated cardboard. Maybe I'll try this. Be right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stamps. And this one's still a little bit wet, but I think that looks really cool. Actually, I should probably leave these out for the photo. And my stamping isn't perfect, but I kind of feel like that adds a little bit to the grungy look. And then the little ones. This one's really gross. All right, so there we go, friends. Getting quite down there in my stack of scraps. So stay tuned. I don't know what's going to be next, but I'm going to stick with the vibe. I still have some little things over on this side as well that I still need to figure out. So yeah, I'll come up with a plan and I'll be back hopefully today, but if not, I'll be seeing you really soon. As always, thanks for coming to hang out with me, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.